Welcome to Bob Brewster Senior Memorial Field for opening day of the 2016 high school baseball season. Westfield Blue Devils set to take on their rival Scotch Plains. For Westfield, starting pitcher Alex Panzini is on the hill for Scotch Plains. It's senior Jack Defoe. And Alex, what are you expecting from Alex Panzini this year?
Last year, he put up 25 strikeouts in 32 innings. I mean, that's pretty good, almost putting up a single strikeout per inning. He is the ace of this team, and he's really going to have to step up. Last year, Westfield lost starting pitcher Ben Herbster and also Jack Bunting due to graduation, and they were just stars, one playing at Rhode Island and the other playing at Middlebury. So, star players, and he's really going to have to step up for something they're not really come to.
And Peter Warren pops the second pitch up to second base, and Bobby Abbott makes the play, one away.
Nice play to put the ball exactly where he wanted it. Peter Warren hit the ball at the bottom, giving the pop up. Nice play for Bobby Abbott out at second base.
That ball fouled off by Colin McAlden. McAlden playing left field, number 18 in blue. Beautiful day, Alex. We were expecting some thunderstorms. Didn't know if this game was going to even be played, but second pitch also fouled off, so 0-2 count on McAlden. But beautiful weather, sunny, 70 degrees. Just a great day for baseball all the way around.
Yeah, yesterday I was looking at my phone. It said 70% chance of rain at 3 p.m., and it's certainly past 3 p.m., a little after 4 now.
Not really sure where that one missed. Looked like it was right down the middle. But yeah, umpire rules it ball.
Had a good view from here. I thought that was straight down the middle.
So 1-2 count to McAlden. And McAlden lines one, and Bobby Abbott makes the play at second.
Yeah, batter Colin Cauldron, it was almost like a check swing. Somehow got a piece of it and put it for this nice, easy blooper for Bobby Abbott. Made a nice play out in second base. This Raiders team has to get a little more confident, and they really have to start getting these hits and, eventually getting the runs that they're going to need, because this Westfield team is an offensive machine.
And first pitch is a called strike. Peter Urim at the plate. Catcher for the Raiders. Now, Alex, I'm pretty sure we saw both these Peters on Scotch Plains basketball team we called earlier in the season.
Yeah, as you can see, it's both extremely athletic players, play multiple sports at the varsity level. These kids are very skilled kids.
Nice to see the scoreboard intact for today's game, as that one is lined into left, but foul.
Your M's got to be a little later. It's got to be a little early on that one. That ball was almost fair, even Wesley was being a little nonchalant about it.
JD Marner out there in right, while Jacob Kurtz said seniors out there in left for Westfield. Pretty nice crowd on hand as well for opening day, Alex.
Yeah, almost stands are about half full for both teams, really. Good to see opening day. Lots of people out here.
1-2 pitch barely misses again.
Yeah, look a little outside, and Pensini's doing a really good job out there, battling with the batters and getting outs that he needs.
Pretty tight strike zone today, and that one is a bullet right down that left field line. So the Raiders have their first hit and first base run of the ball game. Peter Urim with the base hit brings up their cleanup hitter Matt Fox.
And we should see a lot out of him. Cleanup hitters, it's no joke when they say cleanup. These batters are the more powerful ones and can put the ball in the field.
He's your typical first base cleanup hitter. Number 6 in blue takes the first pitch. Throw back to Urim at first, but he gets back in there in time.
You know, we were seeing these in the scrimmages, Mike. These Westfield pitchers are really, really careful about trying to keep the runners at first base. You know, they really don't want to put a runner in scoring position because they know at this level, these kids can put the ball anywhere. Home runs, singles, doubles, triples, and score runs in that case, especially with the runner in scoring position. So he's really trying to keep that runner over there.
That one also outside, so it's a 3-0 count. And sophomore catcher Jake Valbera come out there, give the ball back to Pancini. Excuse me, Devin Anderson, Valbera at first base. So called strike, so count at 3-1.
And we got a hitter's count for Matt Fox. He knows it's got to be a striker. They're going to walk the batter. I'm sure he's going to sit back and wait on it, try to get a nice hit.
Runner's going. There's the throw. It's going to be late. But that was a called strike, so it's now a full count with 2 outs. Runner on second. Matt Fox, the batter.
2 strikes. Fox got to protect even though it's full count.
Hit hard to second. It gets by Abbott, and the run will come in to score. So Scotch Plains takes a 1-0 lead early on in the top of the first. Really good at bat, Alex, by Matt Fox. Was up ahead 3-0, took some pitches, saw the one he liked.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely won that battle. Took it to a full count, made the pitcher pitch to him, and great outcome. Got the RBI, and they're winning 1-0 right now on top of the first.
So number 5 hitter is number 5, Tyler O'Brien, the DH for the Raiders. He's hitting for Sam Shatelik, who's playing at second. Throw back to first.
You know, we were talking about before about keeping the runner there, and just as we saw last at bat, I mean, he really doesn't want a runner scoring position because, as we just saw, it was an RBI. Anybody in this lineup can hit a hit like that. Got to be careful making sure there isn't a runner in scoring position for the outcome of that being an RBI.
Brian just fouled that one behind the backstand. 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Out one was pretty close. Runner is safe though.
You know, from here, I really thought it was out.
Westfield coming off a 13-13 year, where they were the 16th seed in that state tournament, and Alex, they upset Bridgewater Raritan, who was the top seed last year. They fell in the second round to Edison. And that one line to Victor Cruz at short. He makes the play. Scotch Plains gets 1, and they lead it. So welcome back to Bob Brewster Senior Memorial Field. Bottom of the first, J. Mac Rembez, leadoff hitter for Westfield. First pitch swinging, pops it up in the center, and he is retired. Play made by George Lightling out there in center. So 1 pitch, 1 away for Westfield.
It's good to see Rembiz up there getting ready to hit the first pitch. You know, usually you see sometimes batters wait for the first pitch, see what it's like. You know, they might get the strike, but now they know what's coming. It was nice that he was on top of things. Even though it was a pop-out, he also made contact too.
Here's the number 2 hitter, Victor Cruz, and he also pops that one up. This time near the right field line. The second baseman will make the play. Sam Shatelik. Cruz, first-year varsity player, starting at short. Junior. Now comes in the 3 hitter, so 2 pitches, 2 away. Here's Chris Rinaldi. He probably would be the starting shortstop, dealing with an arm injury right now, so he's just hitting at DH. And he takes that pitch wisely, though. Called strike one. Rinaldi committed to Holy Cross, where he'll be playing Division I college baseball next season. And he lines one in a center. But the catch is made, so a very, very quick 1-2-3 inning for Westfield. SPF leads it 1-0 after one. Second inning about to start. We got Chris Witzel doing the odd innings here, the even innings on analysts. Alex doing the odds, Chris doing the evens. My mistake. And that one is popped up behind the plate, but Anderson runs out of real estate. It goes behind the dugout.
That one was popped a mile high in the air, straight back. Got lost in the sun. I'm pretty sure if that was in play, it would have been difficult.
George Mueller is the hitter George Lightsling is the hitter for Scotch Plains, and he fouls that one off again behind.
Once again, straight back, straightens that out. It's a hit up the middle.
So to count on Mueller. Fastball from Panzini, just a little high there.
Indeed that was. About at the batter's eyes, brings that down. It's a strike three all the time.
Check swing. First base umpire says he did not go around. So 2-2 count. Scotch Plains head coach Joe Higgins in his second year with the Raiders, and Chris, pretty great first year for Coach Higgins. 21-8 the Raiders won last year.
I mean, that's a record every team wants to have. 21-8, it can't get better than that. Well, it can be, but it's good for a first season.
Definitely. For Westfield, of course, Bob Brewster Jr. doing his thing. Blue Devils coming off a 13-13 year. And that's a strike three. Good pitch from Alex Panzini.
That painted the black there, Mike. That got the hitter, stunned him. Backwards K.
So that brings up George Lightling, a center fielder who made a couple plays in the bottom of the first inning out there in the field. See what he could do at the plate. It's one of Cruz at short, and the junior makes the play. Looking sharp for his varsity debut.
Solid play there for Cruz. Smooth, getting the ball, smooth throwing it to first. He looks very comfortable there at shortstop for his first year.
A lot of new guys on this Westfield team, with only 9 returning lettermen. So 2 away. Pitcher Jack Defoe is hitting for Scotch Plains. You don't always see the hitter bat high school baseball. Defoe committed to William Patterson. Really strong pitcher. Number 1 for the Raiders. It's a 1-1 count. Another good pitch.
Nice breaking ball there by Panzini. Getting it over the strike zone and making the count 2-1.
That one hit to short again. And Cruz makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Westfield.
Once again, good play by Cruz, fielding the ball cleanly, throwing it to first, and getting the out.
They trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of the second. So Steve Barmakian set to lead off for Westfield here in the bottom of the second.
Steve Barmakian was on the undefeated Blue Devil football team this autumn. And as we know, they went all the way, won the championship, and now he's playing baseball. Just shows how athletic this kid is.
And he's got a lot of power. We saw him hit a bomb in a scrimmage, and he rips that one by the first baseman. So Steve Barmakian gets Westfield's first hit of the day here in this bottom of the second. Barmakian headed to George Washington next year. Check swing from Jacob Kurtstead. I almost threw to first base. Kurtstead, also another football player, as Scotch Plains throws it back to first. Defoe trying to keep Barmakian in check there. Not your typical Steeler, though. Anyway, Kurtstead, starting linebacker for Westfield as well, along with Barmakian, starter in left for Westfield on the diamond. So 1-1 note, that's a little high.
Good eye there by Kurtstead laying that off. I mean, that was up there. Could have been close, but laid off. It's now 1-1.
Time called as Scotch Plains manager going behind the fence there. Don't want anyone to get hurt.
Safety first, Mike.
So 1-1 to Kurtstead. Pitch from Defoe is low. Ball 2. Barmakian, the nice lead over there at first.
We never know what Barmakian. He could sweep one here, try to catch the catcher off guard. Hopefully Kurtstead can give him some cover.
They throw it back to first. Another close play there on those pickoffs.
Barmakian is getting into first base quick enough, though, Mike.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of those today. And on Tuesday, the scrimmage we got to call as Kurtstead fouls that one off first baseline. Tuesday, Westfield beats St. Joe's Metuchen in a scrimmage. Really cool game because Mike Murray is the head coach. Mike Murray Jr., head coach of St. Joe's Metuchen, obviously former Westfield great. And a lot of people thought Westfield wasn't going to win that game. Falcons really talented, but Westfield able to pull it out.
And we also saw some of our friends pitch in that game too, Mike. Chris Wagner, Dylan Jackson, both friends of ours, sophomores.
And Kurtstead lines one down the left field line, fair. Barmakian is rounding third, but he'll stay put. But nonetheless, it's a huge double from Jacob Kurtstead. Westfield has runners on second and third, nobody out here in the bottom of the second.
Kurtstead had a line drive down the left field line, great swing, getting 2 runners in scoring position, and hopefully Jacob Valabera, another sophomore, can drive him home.
So big hit from Kurtstead, the senior. And here's Jake Valabera starting at first base for Westfield. We saw him play a little catcher on Tuesday. And you heard me correctly, a sophomore starting here for varsity baseball at first. A lot of great energy here at Bob Brewster Senior Memorial Field. A lot of fans in attendance, Chris.
Definitely, Mike.
It's all around great game, great weather. 2 rivals. Valbera takes that one, ball 2.
And once again, Valabera was also on the championship football team for the Westfield. He was a D-end, a sophomore, another starting sophomore. This kid is just one of few who is truly athletic at his age level.
We just saw them 1, 2, 3 in order, the 3 players on the baseball team that were all part of that football team. So here's Valbera, pops it up to second, and the play is made 1 away. J.D. Marner getting the start today out there in right. Did not start on Tuesday, but we saw him hit a bomb triple, Chris, out there in dead center.
He got a hold of that one, and he would not stop running, making it his mission to get to third base on that play, Mike.
That's actually the 4th player now in order for Westfield. That was on that football team. Marner lines up one to center, but is caught. Barmakian will tag, and he is safe. Westfield ties the game on J.D. Marner's sacrifice fly.
Smart play there by Barmakian to get back to the bag quick, using his wheels to get home and tie up the game 1-1. My mistake, 2-1.
1-1.
1-1.
Scoreboard just...
Scoreboard's acting a little glitchy there, Mike.
Devin Anderson hitting in that 8-hole, the catcher for Westfield, with Kurtstead at second. As the sun goes away momentarily. They're going to throw it over to third to see if Barmaking left early, but he did not.
My God, you said before the sun is covered by clouds, now horrible glare before, but now it's nice and cool out. And we were expecting rain later today, but hopefully it will not cancel this game.
Anderson fouls that one off. Starting catcher and one of the three captains, along with Chris and Steve. So 2 away, 1 strike on Anderson. Kurtstead at second. All tied up here in Westfield. Jack Defoe, the pitcher for the Raiders, did a pretty nice job. Was only returning pitcher for Scotch Plains, according to that Tap Into Scotch Plains article about season preview.
Over at second base, Kurtsted's being held on pretty tight. We know he's got some wheels, Mike, and they're trying to hold him on, so we won't try to slip it back here and perhaps even get Westfield the lead.
It's Tyler O'Brien, the second baseman, over there holding Kurtstead. 1-1 count to Anderson, senior captain, trying to give Westfield the lead. And he lines one just foul on the ground. That would have brought Kurtstead home, gave Westfield the lead. But just foul, home plate umpire right on top of it.
Anderson was just a little bit late, early on that one, Mike, as he nearly hits that one down the third baseline. And that would have definitely scored Kurtstead, and that would have gotten Anderson to double, no doubt.
Anderson calls for time. Big rivalry in any sport between Blue Devils and the Raiders, and Anderson chases the high pitch, swing and a miss. But Westfield gets a run thanks to some big hits from Steve Barmaking and Jacob Kurtstead, and J.D. Marner brings Barmaking home on the sacrifice fly, all tied at 1 after 2. So top of the third here in Westfield, number 9 hitter for Scotch Plains, due up at the plate, Spencer Vaughn. Right fielder for the Raiders. And he pops one up to center, and the play is made by J-Mac. So 1 pitch, 1 away. Game flying by pretty quickly, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, last half inning I did 4 pitches, only 4 pitches, and the half inning was over. This one already 1 out at the first pitch, so these pitchers doing a really good job of putting the ball where the catcher wants it and just having their outfield and infield as well, just in the field in general, backing them up.
It's Peter Warren, the leadoff hitter for Scotch Plains, shortstop, flied out to second in his first at-bat on the first pitch of the ball game, and that's a called strike. So 1-1 to Warren with 1 away. Cancini looking really pretty strong to start off the year.
So far, he's done everything that Coach Boosters wanted him to do, everything that this team needs him to do. Because like we were saying before, pitching, this is not their forte, and Pancini's just really going to have to step up and do the best he can for the best for his team.
And that one is lined. It is going to fall right in front of J.D. Marner. Just in front of him for a base hit, so Warren at first. Exciting play just happened over at the JV field all the way to the left of us.
Just one great day of baseball, right?
Yeah, freshmen playing at Scotch Plains, so all 3 levels taking on each other in the schools both ways, their biggest rival. So here's Colin McAlden. Also flied out to second. His first at bat, first pitch is low. Taken, ball one. Alex, both these teams, as Panzini throws it back over to first of Alabera, try to get the pick off. Both these teams, quick turnaround season, really getting in full swing. Westfield's got 6 games in 9 days. I believe tomorrow morning, Westfield plays a really talented Cranford Cougar team on the road, 10 a.m. And Cranford goes to take on Union City, also on the road, that one at 11 a.m.
Just all weekend long, essentially. Scotch Plains, the school system, they had a spring break this week, while Westfield has their spring break next week after this following one. And, this is at the end of it, and they're just getting a whole lot of baseball ahead of them.
Runner's going, hit and run. That ball is fair, but the throw is late, and then Warren goes to third, and the throw is over Barmakian's head, and Peter Warren will come around to score, and McAlden makes his way to second. It's a pretty lucky sequence right there for the Raiders. A little check swing, hit and run, just stays fair, a couple of feet away from home plate. There's nothing really you can do if you're Devin Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, that was one beautiful bunt that just happened. Right on the foul line, on third base line. Just a few feet out, not enough where Pansy could come and get it. Space in between them, and Devin Anderson did as much as he could, and we know he's a very good defensive catcher, so that's all he really could do.
That one low. I don't even think that was a bunt, Alex. I think that was just a normal swing.
Yeah, we've seen a few check swings from the Scotch Plains team a few times. They really need to make their minds up of what they're going to do, swing or not.
That's a strike from Pansini. And there was on first baseman Valabera. So that's an unearned error, correct, Alex?
Oh, correct.
But Scotch Plains, though, in front 2-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut from Peter Urim.
Yeah, you say Valbert with the error, and Pansini, he's really doing all that he can do, and he's doing a pretty good job out there, only
Runner's
giving
going
up one
again,
run.
and that one is going to fall in right. So Scotch Plains takes a 3-1 lead in that. Marner bobbled it out there in right, and Urim is able to go to second as he plowed Victor Cruz, who fell on that play. But the Raiders take a 3-1 lead. Last year, these two teams met on opening day as well at Scotch Plains. Raiders took that one.
Yeah, so far in this game, it looks like they're going to take this one as well. But we've got plenty of game to play, and we'll just have to see how it turns out.
It was SPF beat Westfield 6-4 opening day last year. Westfield beat them 13-7 later on. It's Matt Fox, the number 4 hitter, first baseman for Scotch Plains. Base hit in his first appearance.
Pansini continues to try to keep the runners at the base that they are, if it means first or second. He really wants to keep them there.
Yeah, Rim's got taken advantage of his nice lead out there in second.
Yeah, Pansini definitely has to be careful what he's going to do. Runner in scoring position is very dangerous, as we've seen. This Scotch Plains team can hit.
Again, he turns around and check on Urim. Infield playing back right now with one away. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss from Fox. So 1-2. And hit to first, and it gets by Jake Val. Runner will come around third. Throw is in time, but Anderson couldn't field it, catch it properly, and the run scores. So SPF now out in front, 4-1.
The special team has really got to get. You really just got to get their mental game together. You always say baseball. You just kind of do it, but your head can get in such a way of what you do physically. JD Martyr couldn't get a ball out before, not only that time, and he's really just got to make the correct plays, try not to be too fancy and nonchalant, just make the play.
And that ball, the throw from Marner just went under the glove. Anderson just second too late. Hard to tell if it wasn't the best throw. But anyway, Devin Anderson is hurt right now, in some pain, and the trainers are checking on him.
Yeah, it seemed like your rim kind of took his legs out as Devin Anderson tried to get the ball together. He looked like he was a little clothesline from his legs.
Always a physical game, no matter what sport, even if it's a non-contact sport. When these two schools get together. So in the fall, Westfield just dominated Scotch Plains in football. The soccer game, the first one was a great one. Westfield won 2-1 at SPF, huge crowd for that one. Then the Raiders took care of Westfield in soccer 4-1, and it was at Keller.
Yeah, during the soccer season, they actually split games, each one at the other's home.
Mm-hmm. And then in basketball, Westfield took care of the Raiders easily. Got to call both those games, you and I, by about 35 each time, I would say.
Yeah, I remember the first game, they were up by 30 just after the first half.
Football, basketball, usually blowouts when these two teams get together. Baseball and soccer always very competitive. Anderson is going to stay in the game, it looks like. Taking a few practice pitches from Pancini.
It looks like he's actually going to come out of the game. Valbera coming in. Looks like he's going to replace Anderson. As we were saying before, talking about Jake Valbera, multiple sport player on championship football team. He's one very skilled player.
It's incredible. Starting two varsity sports, not just any varsity sport. This is football and baseball. And it looks like he's going to switch from first to catcher now to replace Anderson. We'll see who comes in at first.
As a sophomore, just one versatile player. Seems like he can play any position, stepping up whatever coach says, and just listening and doing a really good job. Trying to do the best he can, and surely his best is really, really good, Mike.
Looks like it'll be senior Tavis Brunson coming on at first, the first-year varsity player. Number 23 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah. We're going to take a little break.
So Jake Val's going to play catcher. Brunson will play first, as senior tri-captain Anderson will come out of the game after the injury and the collision at home plate.
Yeah,
Pancini's still on the mound.
Appeared to be the leg injury, as we said. Urim kind of took out his legs as Devin Anderson was trying to get the ball, tag him out.
Here's the first pitch after the break, and it just gets by Cruz at short. So it's a base hit for Tyler O'Brien. And the Raiders in business now with runners on the corners and only one away.
Yeah, you hear runners since on the corners. That's how you know that a play is going to be drawn up, in a sense where the coach is going to call, that shortstop comes in, takes a cut from the catcher, tries to get the guy at third base, catcher throws it back to the pitcher. Multiple plays could go on in a situation like this.
The Raiders already have 3 runs in this inning. They're going to call a balk, I believe. And Scotch Plains now takes a 5-1 lead. Runners each advance 1 base. And Coach Brewster will come onto the mound to talk to the umpires very slowly. What was your opinion on that call, Alex?
Well, I'm actually questioning that. It seems usually when a balk happens, you can only advance 1 runner to the next base, and from my knowledge, I think that runner should be at first base. Yeah, let the runner score, which is 1, but that's like a double balk. That's
one gets by.
That's from my belief.
Valabera at catcher, and it's a deep backstop, and the runner from second is gonna come home and score as SPF takes a 6-1 lead right now. And that's probably the biggest disadvantage playing at this field. That backstop is very, very far from the catcher.
Yeah, it's farther than some major league stadiums. It's exceptionally far. I mean, that's like, 50 feet, 75 feet. And, we talk about backstop being very, very, very far away. Center field, 416. That's farther than Yankee Stadium. I know for a fact Yankee Stadium center field, 408.
Further than most MLB ballparks.
Come on, Alex.
And you see that a lot of ball gets by the catcher. If there's a runner on, they're going to be moving multiple bases.
As a runner, you always have to be on and paying attention to see where the ball is.
So Pancini trying to regroup. Scotch Plains in front 6-1.
So far, this is their inning right now. This is their inning. So, Westfield wants to come back. They have to have one of their own really good innings.
And that one is a frozen rope in the gap in left. A stand-up sliding double, I should say, for George Mueller. Raiders bats coming alive, and Alex, everything really going their way. Every call, ball just little inches underneath the glove, everything.
Yeah, we see the pickoffs essentially with the inches and timing too. Pickoffs have gone all their way, but we haven't seen one yet this game. But we certainly see some close ones at first. And also just in general with the hitting, I was saying at the beginning of the game, anybody in this lineup can hit. And it's shown today, now scoring 6 runs in the whole game, 5 in the inning. They're really showing themselves today.
This is George Lightling at the plate for the Raiders. Panzini keeping a close eye on the runner at second and Mueller. So 1-0 count. Raiders already have 5 runs this inning. Fastball is fouled off.
Pancini there throwing some heat. As George hits that one way late, probably almost missed it, going opposite of where he's directing, trying to get the ball to.
Well, yeah, in the season preview it said Pancini clocking at 90 miles an hour. That one outside, ball 2.
Now, we were talking about Major League backstops, Major League center fields. That is a Major League type speed. 90 miles an hour. You don't see those in the minor leagues. This kid's got a bright future ahead of him.
Raiders have had 6 straight guys reach base. Only out of the inning was the leadoff hitter, Spencer Vaughn. And Vaughn is in the hole right now.
And everybody but him has just been connecting this whole inning. literally connecting with the ball, hitting.
And Bond will most likely get another chance to bat in this inning. So 2-2 count, one away. Well-needed batter for Westfield to get out. Panzini throw to second just in time was George Mueller.
Another one of those close ones, like inches and tenths of a second probably.
Come on, Alex.
Those are so hard to call if you're the umpire. Especially no instant replay in high school.
That's very true.
Whatever the naked eye sees goes. And a swing and a miss. Panzini records his second strikeout of the ballgame.
First one looking, and this one swinging. Doesn't matter what it is, it's strikeout.
So pitcher Defoe comes to the plate. Grounded out his last time. Takes that one, strike one. Defoe's is pitched pretty well on the opposite side, Alex, would you say?
Definitely. Only giving up one run. You know, there's still plenty of baseball to play, but so far he's being a solid citizen at the mound.
I expect to see Defoe go pretty far into that game because he had a 4-pitch first inning. Can't do much better than that.
Exactly. Maybe you can have a 3-pitch first inning, but nearly perfect on that one, Mike.
He swings low in the dirt, but the runner's going to go to third and gets there safely.
Safe, 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 Mike. So far, everything's been safe.
A lot of inexperience right now in this infield with the sophomore Valabera, first-year varsity player in Brunson, first-year varsity player in Victor Cruz. That one is hit to Cruz, and he makes the play at first. Westfield finally able to get out of the inning, but the Raiders do their damage. They score 5 in the third, lead at 6-1. So Bobby Abbott will lead off for Westfield.
Go, Westfield! Go, boys!
Remba's on deck and Cruz in the hole for Westfield. And that one hit right back to Defoe, and he makes the play over to first. So 1 pitch, 1 away.
Go, J-Mac!
Here's J-Mac Rembas. A big hit in that scrimmage on Tuesday against St. Joe's, RBI double. Had the bunt on for a second. Raiders fielders came and charging in, but pulled it back.
Good to see Mueller out there on top of the bunt there.
That one right down the middle, called strike one. Bottom of the third here up in Westfield. Rembas flied out to center's first at bat. On the first pitch as part of that 4-pitch inning. That one was in the dirt. It's the bottom of the third and only 7 innings in high school baseball. And Rembas, one hit to short. Almost beat it out, but the ump says he got him by a step.
You know, Rembiz, he's definitely got wheels. To be honest, I thought that was safe, but I saw him running, man. He was as fast as lightning. Sure, you know, Peter Warren was lucky he got it in time, but Rembiz is fast.
Always a lot of close calls on a play like that. Here's Victor Cruz. Made a lot of nice plays out there at short.
I think he had 3 outs to first, previously in the field.
Flied out to second base his first at bat. At a 1-1 count to work with right now. Hard hit to third, but a routine play for the Raiders. And after 3, Scotch Plains in control, 6-1. Top of the 4th, Spencer Vaughn leading off the inning for the 2nd consecutive inning as the Raiders batted through the lineup last time.
Last inning, the Raiders had a field day, hitting in 5 runs. They just couldn't be stopped with their bats.
Foul ball from Vaughn. Probably the smallest player out there today.
Tried to lay down a bunt there, Mike. He's probably one of the more faster kids on the team because, you know, you're not dropping down a bunt for a hit unless you have wheels.
Hefty cut there, Panzini working with the 0-2 count right now on Vaughn, number 9 hitter for Scotch Plains.
It's an 0-2 count here.
Just got a piece of that one. Foul tipped. And that one is lined to the pitcher, and Panzini makes the play. Using the rubber.
Panzini looks like he's cooling down after that last inning, getting the first batter out. Hope we can do the same for the second.
Hopefully Westfield could keep it like this right now, because bottom of the 4th, you got the heat of your lineup in Chris Rinaldi, Steve Barmakian, Jacob Kurtz said due up. 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Blue Devils. Warren lines that one into right, and Marner makes the catch. So quickly 2 away in the top of the 4th.
Nice hit there by Warren, but J.D. Marner settles under it to make the second out of the inning for Westfield.
Give him some confidence after he bobbled a couple earlier.
Yeah, he's getting his mojo back.
Here's Colin McCalden for Scotch Plains. 1 for 2 on the day with his single. Another fastball by Panzini, and McCalden just able to foul it off.
Panzini fired that one in there. McCalden was late on that one, and we know why, because Panzini brings the heat.
Really nice crowd here on opening day, and swing and miss, strike 2.
Panzini's got him right where he wants him. 1-2 count. Hitter's looking for the curve, breaking ball. But Panzini.
Just missed right there. Ball 2.
Panzini brought the heat that time.
Hits a third, takes a tough bounce, and Barmakian can't make the play.
Tough play there for Barmakian. Took a wicked hop, hit him in the shoulder. Luckily, he knocked that one down. Or who knows? That could have been. McCalden could have reached second base.
So that brings up 3 hitter for Scotch Plains, Peter Yarum.
And that last at bat is going down as a hit because Barmakian everything could have stopped that ball. Just too much of a hop and ate him up.
Yarum's 2 for 2 today, working with a single and a double.
Yarum has been hitting the ball very well today, Mike. Both. He's a double and a single. His first time with the bat was a rip. Second time, same thing.
Yeah, he had that frozen rope, I'm pretty sure it was him, in the left field gap.
I believe his double was hit down the right field line. Penzini trying everything to hold that runner on at first, not to let him get the second and get in scoring position.
So he keeps working over there. Try to keep the runner close. Brunson at first, first baseman.
Brunson came into the game when Anderson got hurt playing catcher, so Valabera had to go behind the plate, and Brunson getting his first look at starting for varsity.
21-man roster for Westfield with 2 sophomores in Jake Valabera, who's catching right now, and Corey Hiltz. Rest of the team all upperclassmen. With 9 returning players. That one is hit weakly to second. Abbott makes the play in time.
Good play there by Abbott.
So good inning for Westfield. Still 6-1. Out on the 4th here at Bob Brewster Memorial Field. And Chris, hopefully the Blue Devils kid gets some damage done right now with your 3-4-5 hitters.
Yeah, Rinaldi, I mean, we all know he's a captain of the Westfield team, probably one of the best players on the team, and he knows how to hit a baseball very well.
Yeah, coming off a solid junior campaign, committed to Holy Cross. Hit .390 last year with a 500 on base percentage.
Those stats are insane, Mike. Most MLB players cannot even get close to those numbers, but Chris, he's just an amazing player, and he can do that.
Takes that one for a ball, 1-1. That one a called strike 2. Defoe still on the hill for the Raiders.
Defoe has had an outstanding game, only giving up 1 run through 3 innings. Hopefully he can keep that up.
Rinaldi chased that one a bit, and then the first baseman with the underhand toss to the pitcher to retire the first batter. So here comes Steve Barmakian. Definitely he's got the most power on Westfield.
Last time up at bat, he ripped one past the first baseman for a single. And we know with the power that he has, that you just said, he can definitely drive one out of here.
And always a favorable righty-lefty matchup. And that one is fouled off behind us into the parking lot here at Edison.
Fouled straight back, you said right behind us. Hit a car, in fact. And now kids are chasing after to try to receive the ball.
And Barmakian swinging a miss at a pitch that was a little low. Great day to be at the ballpark, Chris.
Mike, as you said before, it's 79 degrees outside, few clouds. It was supposed to rain today, actually, but now the sun is out. And yes, it is a great day for baseball.
Hard pitch from Defoe, but high. A lot of people from all ages, really, at the game, stand along the fence. It's a great crowd all the way around, and Barmakian rips one, but foul.
That was a shot down the right field line. Almost the same spot as he got the single back in the second. Straightens that out. That's a double down the line.
See what Barmakian could do right now. 2-2 count, 1 away, no one on base. And he calls time. Both these teams play in the Watchung County Conference. Watchung Division of the Union County Conference. Really good division of high school baseball. Barmakian flies out to left. That one had some carry on it. Pretty deep fly ball, but 2 away. as Kurtstead will come to the plate.
Kurtstead hit a nice double down the line last time, advancing Barmakey into third, and Barmakey later scored.
Blue Devils went 8-3-1 in the scrimmages this season. Kurtstead put the bunt on and brought it back. We're seeing that a lot.
I think Westfield's just trying to make Defoe throw a strike here, or at least just trying to draw on the third baseman, put an idea in their head.
So 1-1 count on Kurtstead. A little bit of an awkward pitch from Defoe the last time.
Yeah, it was a 1-0 count, throws a curveball down. Wasn't probably a good pitch selection, but throws a strike there. Now it's 1-2.
And that one was a little off speed.
Trying to change up his pitching rotation.
So 1-2. Swing and a miss for Kurtstead. Defoe records the strikeout. And the Raiders still well in control, 6-1 after 4. Top of the 5th, Matt Fox, cleanup hitter for the Raiders, leading off this inning. Pancini's still on the hill for Westfield. As we mentioned in our intro, Alex pitched 32 innings last year. Told me earlier he pitched a couple complete games. Don't expect him to go the whole way today.
Yeah, I'm not sure so far. 6-1. They had that one nice inning, but I was noticing last inning, as he had a lot more power. He was like a different person coming out of that 5-run inning, throwing over the top with a lot more power, a lot more authority. I thought he pitched really well last inning.
And that one is blasted in a right for a base hit, and again it gets behind J.D. Marner, and he's going to have to pay for it as Fox gets to second.
That's got to be the second or third error that he's made out there. Something's got to change out in right field.
It was interesting because we didn't see him start on Tuesday out there in the outfield. It was Kobe Wolf instead, and you and I thought Wolf played really well, especially at the plate. Had that bomb to left off the wall.
2/3 up the 320 wall out in left field.
But also Marner is the senior, and Wolf is the first-year varsity player, junior. Big swing to miss from Tyler O'Brien. O'Brien, DH for the Raiders. And he's hitting for Sam Shatelik, who's playing second. Talking about Pancini, really the only inning that he struggled was the third, and you cannot blame all those 5 runs on him because there was a lot of different things that happened.
Well, the first one, Valverde was still at first. He made that error, trying to get the guy who's coming from second.
Throw over the head of Barmakey.
Threw over the head of Barmakey, exactly, which is an error. And right after that, when the next run, I should say, when the ball got to Devin Anderson, as he got hurt.
Yeah, the throw, the home plate.
Yeah.
The throw was on time, just a little underneath. And
Couldn't
also,
apply the tag, yeah.
Can't blame him for the balk. I mean, not many fans in attendance agreed with the call. But he's still throwing hard as you could hear the pop in the catcher's mitt. You love that sound.
Yeah, and you expressed before that he had apparently thrown 90 miles an hour sometime before, and that I was saying before that's major league speed, that definitely seems realistic. With the pop of the glove, I can hear perfectly right over here in the bleachers.
But he walks Tyler O'Brien, so now the Raiders have runners on first and second, nobody out. Trying to get some insurance runs in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, insurance is right because you see sometimes in high school baseball, you see 10-10, 12-12. These runs add up. It's not necessarily the pitcher's fault, but just some of these batters and some of the games, that you see on the offense are just over the top, really good, outstanding. So insurance is right, because anytime now this Westfield team can turn, and you could just see them just every single time getting a hit, every single at bat getting a hit.
Mueller put the bun on it, but it was a foul ball. And smart move with runners on first and second. Excuse me, second. I'm sure Coach Higgins had a say in that. Definitely want to advance those runners right now. If you're the Raiders, infield is in. You can see Tavis Brunson as he charges. Again, the bunt is foul. So probably won't see Mueller try to bunt now with 2 strikes.
Yeah, as a baseball rule, if you bunt with 2 strikes and it's a foul, that's an automatic out for viewers at home.
Strikeout. Mueller had a double his last time at bat. Struck out his first time. Pancini keeping an eye on the runner at second. Good eye from Mueller right there. Pitch just a little too high. Just above the letters.
And yeah, Mike, with the 1-2 count, he certainly got to be protecting, widening his own strike zone.
That one low in the dirt gets just away from Valabera, and the runners both advance. So 2-2 count, runners on second and third. Mueller trying to get a couple RBIs right now. Pancini trying to work out of a jam. That one hits at first. Brunson steps on the bag to get 1 out, but the runner will come home. That's Matt Fox, who just came home. So it's an RBI ground out for George Mueller. Scotch Plains now has a 6-run lead. 7-1 the score. 1 out, runner on third. Runners Tyler O'Brien and George Leichtling comes to the plate for the Raiders. Another exciting play down on the JV field.
You can hear the yelling all the way from over here.
Another bunt attempt for the Raiders. Again, foul.
And again, 0-2 count as well.
Lightling down 0-2 right now. The runner on third. And fouls out one off.
Pancini continuing to throw the heat. You could tell off that late swing. He has one skill set that's unlike any other.
Definitely not tired. That last pitch was one of the fastest he's thrown all day. That one's high though, ball 1.
He certainly has the endurance that the Westfield team needs, because we've said it before. This Westfield team is not very deep in their pitching staff, so if he's got exceptional endurance, that'll be really good for them.
It's a strikeout in the dirt, and then Valabera tags the batter. Two-way right now. In the top of the 5th. Scotch Plains brings in a pinch hitter, Anthony Denizzo, number 33, for the pitcher, Jack Defoe.
You know, it seemed like if we could see another hit coming out of this lineup.
Denizzo, a sophomore, down 0-1 on the count. Runner at third. And that's a call ball outside. Two-way. Westfield trailing by 6.
Westfield's got a lot of making up to do once it's their turn to hit.
Only got 3 more chances. Another ball from Pancini. And that one hit to short. Cruz bare hands it. Throw to first. It's time. And they call him safe.
Come on! Come on!
Close call, and they say he's safe.
Play, Vic! Way to go, kid! They made a home run. Godfrey made a home run or no? No. Why not?
Run comes home to score, so it's 8-1.
You know, Mike, like you just said, another run scored. More Westfield has to do to get back in this game.
That ball gets away from Valabert, and again, that backstop runner goes all the way to third. A couple of tough sequences right there.
You know, Westfield not getting the calls leaning their way. A little frustrating, but all they have to do is, you know, get themselves together mentally, and they can get out of this little jam they've created for themselves.
Fouled off by Spencer Vaughn. For 2 on the day is Vaughn, hitting for the 3rd straight inning. With his team out in front by 7. Another play to short. Cruz makes it again. Scotch Plains tacks on 2 more, up by 7 after 5.5. So bottom of the 5th here in Westfield. Jack Defoe still on the hill for the Raiders. Jake Val leading off the inning for Westfield. 5th Marner on deck. Anderson in the hole, but he got hurt in the field, so we'll see who. It'll be Brunson hitting for Anderson. First pitch, high ball 1. Out one down the middle, strike 1. As the wind begins to be in effect here.
Yeah. Now Val knows what he's looking at, pitching-wise. Hopefully he'll put this one in play.
That one had some nasty movement on it, but a called ball. Now, I think we got to mention, we're told Chris Wagner on the JV team, we saw him here Tuesday, pitched for varsity, played at a nice 7th inning. He just hit a home run. The JV game as Valvera fouls that one off. Just missed the car in the parking lot.
And speaking of parking lots, back to Wagner. Apparently, he hit his ball back in the faculty parking lot at the other end at Edison Intermediate School.
Yeah, that right field parking lot. You can hear the crowd go crazy over there. And anyway, it's a full count on Valverde right now with Westfield trailing by 7 in the season opener. Once again, only a sophomore. And he pops that one up to left. And it is caught right there at the line. So here comes J.D. Marner. Fan favorite here for the students. Marner 0 for 1 on the day. Only his second at bat. Good eye for Marner, so 2-0 count. Delivery from Defoe, and Marner drills this one into right, but the right fielder is there to make the play two-way. Spencer Vaughn makes the catch out there in right.
You know, Mike, this is not the position the Blue Devils want to be in right now. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, only play 7. Down by 7 runs. They have a lot to make up. A lot of runs to bring in if they want to get back in this ball game.
Tavis Brunson at the plate. He's playing first base right now because Anderson got hurt, so they moved Valverde to catcher, brought in Brunson to play first. He's the lefty. Let's see what he can do right now. He swings at that one a little low, fouls it off, so he's behind the count right now, 0-2.
Yeah, as you say, the pitcher's ahead right now with the 0-2 count. And Brunson really has to protect here. You know, as we said before, when there's 2 strikes, doesn't matter how many balls there are. You have to wind your own strike zone so you don't get called down looking for a strikeout. So he's definitely trying to protect here and stay alive at this at-bat.
And it's that one a short, tough bounce. And he's going to be safe. So infield single for Tavis Brunson. So Westfield with a little bit of life. Bobby Abbott now at the plate with 2-away runner on first. So Westfield only 4 hits on the day, Alex. Hasn't exactly been the offensive performance they were looking for in their first game.
Yeah, they've really been shut down by the Scotch Plains team. It's a little bizarre because I thought coming into this game that Westfield having this really good offensive team, they'd be able to win.
Abbott lines one foul down the right field line. Yeah, a lot of confidence all the way around this team. All the players, coaching staff, they really feel they got something special to make a run at the county title and even the state title. It's even a quote about Chris Rinaldi saying he thinks if everything goes well, Westfield could win every single game right now this season, but not looking that way. right now.
Yeah, as you.
Low in the dirt, Brunson thought about going over to second, stays put at first.
Yeah, and as you said that, I have the quote here. Rinaldi said, I think we can be one of the best teams in New Jersey. Returning starter and senior track captain Chris Rinaldi said, our lineup is extremely good and every guy, 1 through 9, can really hit the ball. We have solid pitching, and as long as we can play solid defense, there is no reason why we can't win counties and states. End quote.
And Coach Brewster said if the pitching holds up, they're going to do pretty well this season. A 2-2 count with 2 away. Brunson at first, Abbott at the plate. Defoe trying to complete his 5th inning of work. And it is hit too short, but Bobby Abbott has himself a base hit. With now runners on first and second, top of the lineup. J-Mac Rembez at the plate. Alex, on that one, the third baseman kind of got in the shortstop's way right there.
Yeah, Peter Warren bobbled it a little bit after thinking that the third baseman, would have had that one. And, the third baseman George Mueller, and it kind of, shaked him up a little bit. So bobbled and wasn't able to make the play, but the Blue Devils now, they have their own little rally going compared to what they've done. This is the best they've got so far in this game, so they really need to keep this rally going, this little 2-out rally.
So we'll see if they can get some runs, though, because that's what they need. Rembes will call for time.
Rembes, 2-0 count. He can maybe take this pitch.
And he does. But it's a called strike, so 2-1 count right now. Once again, Jack Defoe trying to complete inning number 5.
And he's pitched very solid all game, only giving up 1 run, and he seems like now he's starting to lose it a little bit.
Out one side, so 3-1 right now.
With the 3-run count and 2-man on, he's not doing as well as he had done in the past, and I think he's starting to lose his stamina here and getting a little tired.
Ball here, and it would be bases loaded, 2 outs for Victor Cruz. Rembes swings at it, hit to the pitcher, and that retires the side. So Scotch Plains get in a bit of trouble, but they get out of it. Still lead it 8-1 after 5 here in Westfield. So top of the 6th here at Bob Brewster Senior Memorial Field. Pete Warren, shortstop, leadoff hitter for the Raiders, will lead off the 6th. With the new pitcher on the hill for Westfield, it's senior lefty Rowan Oberman, and that bunt is foul. Stayed fair for a little bit, and then just went foul.
Smart play there by Barmaky to let it roll foul before touching it, because once he touches it in play, the ball is live.
So Oberman, also senior. Panzini went 5 innings. And takes a tough bounce on Barmakian. So base hit for Warren. A lot of tough plays right now.
Yeah, the ball is just eating Barmakian up. A few innings ago, same thing happened to him. Tough hop. At least he's keeping it in front of him, which is the best thing he can do right now, instead of letting it get by.
Delivery from Oberman. Called ball. Good pitch right there. But also inside. So 2-0 now. sun going down, weather. Nice play right there by Peter Urim, preventing the ball from going in the stands. But anyway, 2-1 Colin McCalden. Oberman throws it back to first. Runner gets back in time. McCalden 1 for 3 on the day with a double in his most recent at bat.
Oberman, he's a lefty, so I mean the pickoff move, it's very effective. Since
Fouled off by McCalden.
Since he's a lefty, he's able to look at the runner instead of being a righty and only see him out of the corner of his eye. Being a lefty, he's able to see what the runner's doing while being able to look at the batter.
2-2. Pitch from Oberman. Had some curve on it, but fouled behind.
Nice pitch there by Oberman.
Time called. 8-1 your score. Looking like Scotch Plains going to get the win here on opening day. Blue Devils still have 2 more chances though at the plate. Oberman throws it back to first. Westfield back in action tomorrow morning, taking on the Cranford Cougars on the road. 10 a.m. first pitch. So a really quick turnaround. No time to really think about this loss. And that one is line foul.
Nice rip there by McCallendon. Down to the left field line. Foul, but still a nice rip overall.
So 2-2 McCallendon trying to stay in there. It's this one of Bar making another tough bounce, but he's able to stay with it. And the throw to first gets away. There was a collision and a time called by the umpire.
Horrible collision there at first base. Both the first baseman and the runner collided. Victor Cruz playing first base and Colin McCallendon both collided there. Cruz took over Tavis Brunson's spot at first base, and Rinaldi subbed in at shortstop. Mike, how would you call that play? Single or an error?
I gotta say that's an error on Steve because the bobble wasn't so bad, but then the throw was really far right. The runners are at second and third, so they get the advance after the collision. 18 Cruz and McCallendon, excuse me.
Luckily, none of those players got hurt. Obviously, they are both big contributors to this team. Good to see McCallendon jump back up, and Cruz as well.
And Chris Rinaldi is in the game, it looks like right now. It's short. First time we're seeing him play the field. Believe that's him. Hard to tell the number from here.
I believe it is 12, and that is Chris Rinaldi's number. So yes, he is playing shortstop, Mike.
It's good to see that the arm injury is better. That one almost hit Peter Urim. He had to hop out of the way of that one. And it's a 3-0 count. One pitch away from a huge jam. It could be bases loaded, nobody out. So let's see what Overman can do. That one right down the middle. Smart take by Urim.
And yeah, Mike, I mean, this is the 1, 2, and 3 batters, and next they have their 4 batter coming up, Matt Fox. Fox has been pretty active in this game, a double and a single so far.
And that one inside, and it is ball 4. So the Raiders have the bases loaded with nobody out, and their cleanup hitter. A dream situation for Coach Joe Higgins. 7-run lead, bases loaded, cleanup hitter. Can't ask for much more, Chris.
And yeah, nobody out. I mean, so many opportunities here for Scotch Plains, but Westfield now has a potentially to get a force out of any base due to the bases being loaded.
Certainly exciting plays going to happen in the very near future.
Anything hitting the infield, Mike, is definitely going home. Westfield doesn't want to give up any more runs here.
That one is popped up and is dropped at second. 1 run will score, but they do get the out at second base. So make it 9-1. It's got to be an error, though.
Yes, indeed, Mike, it is.
On Abbott, I believe. Can't really tell who's out there. Runners on the corners with 1 away for Tyler O'Brien. Nice pitch from Overman, but it's high.
O'Brien also very active in this game. 2 singles, both times coming around to score. Scotch Plains hopes he can get on this time as well.
Good pitch from Overman, gets a strike.
Gave him the high cheese there, Mike.
Runners going, and they get him. But Cruz holds on to it, so the runner goes to second. It's a tough play because he had the runner at third, McCalland, creeping down the third base line. Obviously don't want another run.
Yeah, nothing Cruz could do there. I mean, good play there by Oberman to pick him off at first. But, I mean, Cruz couldn't do anything. McAllen's definitely got some wheels over at third. And if he threw to second, he would definitely be booking down the third baseline.
And Tyler O'Brien just escaped that one, almost his foot. So Oberman not in complete control right now, to say the least. And that one is lined just foul. It's a couple inches to the left of that chalk.
If that dropped in for a hit, both runs would have scored because that landed perfectly between the left fielder and the third baseman. That neither of them could have gotten there in time.
Nine to 1, as you can see on your scoreboard. Raiders did their damage in that third inning when they scored 5. Another one just foul on the ground this time.
O'Brien is in front of everything right now. Last pitch, line one down third baseline, just fouled this one, pulled it down, almost landed in the same exact spot. So he is on this ball. Just got to straighten things out.
And O'Brien rips one. That one's fair. And two runs come in, excuse me. And the party is on for the Raiders, but they will get the out at second, as O'Brien tried to stretch that one into a double. But SPF has a 11-1 lead. And that first pitch is popped up way high. Barmakian will make the play. side retired, but the Raiders get 3 in the top of the 6th, and they lead it 11-1. Bottom of the 6th here at Bob Brewster Senior Memorial Field. Looking like the nice weather is past. Dark clouds in the sky, rain certainly upon us. Michael Lanier alongside Chris Witzel and Alex Kingsley for today's opening game of the 2016 season. Victor Cruz Jr. at the plate takes ball 1 high. Also like to thank Harrison Bailey, our cameraman, doing a great job today, as always. So it's got 2 innings to get 10 runs. Jack Defoe still on the hill for the Raiders.
Defoe's been going strong all game. 5 innings pitched. This kid is unstoppable right now. Only 1 run.
That one was low, and we'll see if Coach Higgins will let Defoe pitch the complete game, go all the way. Only needs 6 more outs. Fast pitch right there, but high, excuse me.
It's now a full count, Mike. Cruz has got to protect, but he's also can't be too overprotective. He's got to either put the bat in the ball, let it be ball 4. He's got to get on base here for Westfield. Rinaldi on deck.
Full count for Cruz, and he pops that one up. Defoe makes the play in foul territory. Nice job tracking it down, and Chris, that play's a lot easier right now than an hour ago when the bright sun.
Yeah, the sun would have blocked that ball out completely. It would have been A, dangerous, and B, very difficult for the pitcher, catcher, or any fielder out there to make that play.
That's a great point. Not only the sun makes it harder to catch, but that thing goes a mile up in the air. It's extremely dangerous with the sun because you have no idea where it's going. And speaking of dangerous, Chris Rinaldi just got hit with the pitch in the back, it looked like. So he'll take first base. Barmakian comes to the plate, 1 away.
Hey, Rinaldi took that like a man. He got hit, shook it off, walked down to first. That's what you're supposed to do every time. We know the kid's tough as nails. He showed it there to us right there. And Barmakian coming up. Hopefully he can drive him in.
Yeah, definitely well said, too. Barmakian steps in there, and he'll take a low strike 1.
That was at the shins. I don't know why he called that a strike, Mike. You need a 9-foot bat to get that one.
Such a better view when it's a lefty right now from where we're sitting. You actually get to see the plate.
I believe Barmakian is only one of the few lefties on this team.
That one into second, throw to short, to first, gets away. Barmakian will round first, go to second, and that ball is not in play as it goes away by the fence, excuse me. So Barmakian's at second, Rinaldi got out, so that's 2 away. Raiders almost completed that double play. Would have been a 4-6-3. Get the force at second.
Rinaldi had a nice hard slide going at second base. Maybe one of the factors that broke up that double play there, Mike.
So a 4-6 fielder's choice put out in your scorebook if you're keeping track at home. Which I'm sure many of our loyal viewers are. Anyway, Jack Defoe, the senior, lone returning varsity pitcher for Coach Higgins' squad, and he's done a fantastic job.
He's showing why he's a leader on this team. As we said before, 5 innings pitched. Needs 5 more outs to get through this. 4 more outs to get through this. He's showing why he is a starting pitcher on this team and number 1 on the pitching rotation.
The way it's going, you'll probably see him come out on the 7th, as long as he could finish this inning off pretty quickly. It's Jacob Kurtstead at the plate, 1-1 count, fouls that one off. Caught by that net right there. So 1-2.
Wind is picking up here at the field, Mike. Clouds are coming on. It's an overcast. Expecting rain shortly.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to finish this game before that rain comes in. We'll see how it goes. JV game still going on. To the left of us. 1-2 pitch from Defoe. Kurtstead hits it to third. And he is retired. A really, really nice play by Peter Warren at third. Even with the tough hop, makes the play and throw to first just in time. Beat him by a step. Raiders up 11-1 after 6. And folks, that is actually going to be the ball game. Scotch Plains wins it 11-1. Mercy rule after 6. It's Scotch Plains has a 10-run lead, of course. So the Raiders take the win on opening day, and they absolutely destroy Westfield. And pitcher Jack Defoe goes the complete game, 6 innings of work. And a tough game for Westfield, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, Defoe pitched lights out. He only gave up 1 run. I think he only gave up 4 or 5, maybe even 6 hits in the game. That was a really good game he had. And on the other side, Pancini, he pitched well, but the players in the field around him didn't really help him out. Gave up 5 runs in that 1 third inning. And I just think this Westfield team needs a little more practice. They need more practice to get used to each other, get better chemistry. And I thought one of the bigger problems today was J.D. Marner, how he had 2, 3, maybe even 4 errors out in right field. That's got to change. Just errors in general I saw all throughout the field. This team has to clean up, They played a scrappy game today. And if they want to win over the course of the regular season, they have to clean that up. And they have to, they just have to play a lot better than they did today.
Yeah, it's not the start they were looking for, but this is a pretty good Scotch Plains team. Coming off a 21-8 year with a first-year head coach. It's remarkable. Only better things ahead for the Raiders. But for Westfield, as our papers begin to fly away with the win. They're back in action tomorrow morning at Cranford Memorial Stadium, 10 a.m. as they take on the Cougars. And bearing weather conditions, hopefully we'll have the game for you right here on BDTV. And for our cameraman, Harrison Bailey, our analysts, Chris Witzel, Alex Kingsley, I'm Michael Leonard. Say so long from Bob Brewster Senior Memorial Field in Westfield.